Welcome along to the BoyleSports Betzone. It's the first Betzone of 2015 and a happy new year to you. And as I said, at the start of the new year, we're going to look around for, we have some big names in the Premier League coming along. Ex-former players will be coming along here to the Betzone. Unfortunately, they can't make it this week. So this week we'll do with the man who let us all down last year in 2014, former Tottenham and Wimbledon defender Chris Perry. Happy new year to you, Chris.
Happy new year to you, Nigel.
As you can see, new year, new start for me, looking good.
Yeah, tie today. I've never seen you wear a tie before. It's the first time for everything.
Well, it's because of all the winners I've been giving you here on the Betzone. That's why you still have the old sort of jeans.
Yeah, I'm getting scruffier as I go.
Yeah, I'm getting, more. So that's what you're going to listen to. Listen to the man in the tie, the Strudy, the one who makes his money, or the guy here in the pair of jeans. Okay, Saturday at 12:45, the first game we're going to concentrate, the live match between Sunderland and Liverpool at the Stadium of Light. Not many goals if you're a Sunderland fan. If you're a season ticket holder at Sunderland this season, you're not going to be happy. 9 of their 19 games this season, Chris, have been draws.
Yeah, I mean, they are the draw specialists. They don't score many goals. They don't concede too many goals. I mean, I fancy the draw in this one. I think good bet at 13-5. I think it's good value. Yeah,
13-5 the draw. 7 of the last 10 Sunderland games have been under 2.5 goals, and 4 of Sunderland's last 10 games have ended in 0-0.
Yeah, again, I agree with you on this one. I've gone under 2.5 goals at 20-23. I think again is the way to go on this one. I fancy it to be a 1-1 draw. I know you don't think both teams will score in this one, but I actually think both teams will score in this one. 7 of the last 8 games between these sides have seen less than 3 goals, and I agree with Chris. I think the tie might be going back on under 2.5 goals as the best bet in this match at 20-23. Last season was 3-1 to Liverpool, but in the fixture earlier in the campaign at Anfield, it was another 0-0. It was a 0-0, but as I said, both teams to scores coming in 7 of 10 Sunderland home games this season.
Well, mate, this Liverpool are rubbish though.
Liverpool, yeah, they are rubbish, but they do tend to score at least a goal. Steven Gerrard might play again, so they have got a chance of scoring.
Oh, well, they can score against Wimbledon and Bournemouth, but Sunderland will put 10 men behind the ball. There's not big goals here. Don't listen to Chris. Don't go for both teams to score. The best way to play is the under 2.5 goals here in the match at 20-23. Now, remember, if you have a first goal scorer bet and your goal scorer scores inside the first 20 minutes, BoyleSports will double the odds on your winning selection on double bubble. Now, Chris, if you're going for a double bubble, I know you like your favourites. Which favourite?
I'm not. I'm going to go for Adam Johnson this time. He's 11-1 as first goal scorer.
What?
11
You've gone for a double figure price, a double up price.
Absolutely.
What are you being? What are you?
I've turned over a new leaf in the new year. New Year's resolution.
I can't believe it, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Perry has not tipped the favourite. 11-1 shot. Put this as a YouTube sensation. Chris Perry going for double figure prices. I can't believe it. Okay, Saturday, 5:35. Crystal Palace against Tottenham. One team in form, one team out of form. But you throw in the fact that there's a new manager on board. This is a tricky match. Alan Pardew taking charge of his first Premier League match at Selhurst Park. Your former club, Tottenham in action. Are you impressed with them?
I am impressed. Recent form's been very, very good. Yeah, I mean they've lost just 1 of their last 9 games. Their away form's actually been really good. They've won quite a few of their away games, sort of 2-1 in the last few minutes. I do fancy Spurs to win this game. Only
1 win in the last 14 Premier League games for Crystal Palace. That's the kind of form that cost Neil Warnock his job. But they did look very good against Dover. Well, it was admittedly against Dover.
They should look very good against Dover. I mean, there's four divisions difference between the two sides, and I think the problem with Palace is they failed to score in 5 of their last 7 Premier League games. They failed to score against Spurs in their last 3 versus Spurs. And where are goals going to come from for Palace?
Spurs, like we say, are unbeaten in the last 7 games, 5 wins, 2 draws. It was another 0-0 earlier in the season. Do you expect goals in this one, Chris?
I do actually fancy both teams to score in this one. Yeah, I think Alan Pardew will get Palace up for it, and I think Palace will go for it and they'll score a goal, but I do fancy Spurs to come out just on top.
Now, you shocked the nation with your 11-1 first goal scorer selection in the first game, Sunderland and Liverpool. Where are you going for double bubble here?
I'm not going for an 11-1 shot, but I am going for Christian Eriksen at 6-1.
We're getting shorter and shorter. Normal service will resume by the end of the Betzone. I've guaranteed. I do give the man some right bit of a stick, but I think Harry Kane is the only option you're going to look for. He's banging form, and if he can do what he did against Jose Mourinho.
So you've gone for the favourite now, yeah?
Yeah.
You've gone for the favourite.
Anyway, moving on. Sunday, 1:30, Arsenal against Stoke at the Emirates. Arsenal always beat Stoke. You have to go back to a very long time, back to 1981, the last time Stoke won. Do you know what was number 1 in 1981 when Stoke won it?
No.
Anika, with Japanese Boy.
I don't remember that one. No, I was 8. I was 8 then. Don't remember that one.
Gone. He's my jab. Okay.
I do remember it now. You've said it. Yeah. Now you've sung it.
There you go. There you go. So there you go. That's the last time they won. Bookies BoyleSports taking no risk here. Arsenal are 40-85. Odds on favourites. Will they win, Chris?
I think they will win, but I don't think that price is the way to go. I think it's a bit short. Arsenal have only lost once in 27 games at the Emirates. You know, Mark Hughes has never won at Arsenal as a coach. I can't see anything but an Arsenal win here. So, but I do think both teams to score and Arsenal to win at 9-4 is where the value is.
Stoke beat Arsenal famously 3-2 at the Britannia earlier in the season, a game where they had sending-offs, disciplines. You know, it could be a game with a few cards here. Arsenal want to win this game, and a big game for Arsenal, especially with Southampton going to Man United as well on Sunday evening.
Yeah, I mean, Arsenal need to win the game. Obviously, Stoke had a good result against them at home a couple of weeks ago, so they'll want to get revenge for that. Peter Crouch, funnily enough, of Stoke, has scored 8 goals against Arsenal. It's the most he scored against any other Premier League team. And if you do fancy Stoke to score, I think Crouch might be the way to go. Crouch any time at 18-5, again, another decent bet.
And Crouch 18-5, you go with the stats. You look at the matches, it's all about goals. 6 of the last 7 Premier League games for Arsenal, both teams have scored. 5 of the last 8 times in this fixture, both teams have scored. Stoke doing away from home as well. They beat Everton 1-0 in their last game, and they're in form. They've only lost once in their last 7. Could they pull off a 7-1 shot? I don't think so. My best bet is Arsenal -1 on the handicap at 6-5. Who's your goal scorer?
I'm going Cazorla in this one. Santi Cazorla, 7-1.
I'm going for Alexis Sanchez.
Another favourite you've gone for. Yeah,
Another favourite.
We've changed tack.
I know. Amazing, isn't it? Turnarounds. You're going to come in next week with no hair, scruffy.
And a tie.
And a tie, and I'm going to be... You know. OK, the final game we're going to look on the Bet Zone is probably the biggest game of the weekend, I think. Manchester United against Southampton, 2 informed sides. Sunday, 4 o'clock, Super Sunday. Man United unbeaten in their last 11 matches, and key players now are coming back for Louis van Gaal.
Yeah, I think United here they're on a run, aren't they? You know, they won 8 out of 9 at Old Trafford. They haven't lost since the opening day of the season at Old Trafford. Robin van Persie scored 7 in 7 against Southampton. I don't see anything but United winning this one, and I think the price is not too bad.
Scored in a professional 2-0 victory last time out. Di Maria, I think Di Maria would be my first goal scorer bet here.
I agree with you on this one. Yeah, Di Maria, first goal scorer, 13-2.
I like the look of that. Man United won 2-1 at the Emirates where Robin van Persie did score, but it was a game that Southampton had all the play, didn't they?
Southampton were by far the better team, but Man United found a way to win, and at home they've been very, very strong. I do actually fancy there to be quite a few goals in this one. I fancy both teams to score. Again, that's 4-5, but I fancy both teams to score and United to win at 13-5 is a good bet.
I like both teams to score as well. 5 of the last 6 clashes between these two sides at Old Trafford. Man United and both teams have scored. Man United, like I say, you've got to go unbeaten in the last 22 matches at home to Southampton. And last time Southampton won was in 1988, 16th of January. Have you guessed what was number 1 then?
No idea.
I got my mind set on you. I got my mind set on you.
I do remember that one as well. George Harrison, yeah.
There you go. That's the BoyleSports Bet Zone. That's the number 1 hits from the 80s, sung by me, Nigel Seeley. We'll see you all same time, same place next week.